Let's try this again.
Okay. Oh, wait, I got a notification this time.
Ooh, everyone arrived to hear me saying ooh. We're live!
Hey! Welcome to Those Aren't Biscuits. I'm one of your hosts, Jonathan Cadotte, and with me as always...
Wilf me.
The lovable...
Wilf me!
Wilf me is the lovable, huggable, the wholly ethical Owen Adams.
Hi,
how you doing, buddy?
The wholly ethical. As in my ethics wholly have holes ethical. In it.
Yeah, pretty much.
But other than that, how you doing?
I'm doing alright. For those of you joining us for the first time, or who have joined us multiple times, I'm going to explain it anyways. I don't care. We are a weekly live streaming talk show where we talk about pop culture topics ranging from comic books to comic book movies to regular movies to movies of other sorts.
From comic books to comic book movies. The whole range of pop culture.
I mean, that's pretty much it these days, right? Alright, we also have television shows, we have music, we have normal books, we have novels and all that fun stuff. We cover the whole range based on what we did this week.
Pretty much.
That's about it, yeah. So thank you for joining us if you're already in the chat. If not, we welcome you anyways as you come, but you won't hear this, so hopefully you can sense our welcoming. It's there.
Feel our welcome.
Oh God. All right, real quick, we're just still getting set up here. We have a few tweets to send out and whatnot, but welcome to Master Hurst and welcome to Fuzzy. Fuzzy, who says, "Awesome, Owen streaming. Why'd you bring the other dude?" Fuzzy, you and me, man. We need to sit down. We have to have a discussion.
There's a reason the first two letters in Fuzzy's names are F-U, John.
Master Hurst says, "Hi, can I join?" No, you cannot.
Could you have been more emphatic? No. I love how thrilled you are. No. To be fair, that's what I said. Why do people still ask? We do this every week. I mean, I never let people join on my own channel because that's not what I do. We do this every week. People should know by now. It's not...
Yeah, well, you know, if they don't, they don't. If they do, they do. But I have no problem telling you.
Fuck those guys. Mind your understanding approach. Next person to ask gets banned. I'm kidding. It's okay.
I don't think he is. Run, people, run! Sinister Mister says hello. Hello, Sinister Mister. Alright, as you can see, we are playing Fortnite. You know, that little game that no one else is really playing right now? That's what we're playing.
I wonder if Sinister Minister is left-handed.
Why would that matter?
Because Sinister means left-handed. And I just sort of wonder if people mean it like that.
I'm pretty sure at this point Sinister has taken on a completely different meaning than that.
Sure.
Like, I mean, like, it's, I hate to use this as an example, but it's probably the best example there is, like, gay. Right? Gay has switched definitions quite a bit over the last 100 years.
I thought you were going to say, that Sinister now means gay. And I was going to say, that's a little homophobic. I was quite concerned, John. I was like, I'm sorry, John, we don't think gay people are sinister here in Britain. You know, that's...
Are you suggesting that they're not... Are you suggesting there's no left-handed gay people out there? That's pretty narrow-sighted of you.
What I like is the idea that the X-Men villain, Mr. Sinister, was thwarted when he needed to, like, cut the paperwork on his really important plans. But he couldn't find any of those scissors that had, like, the green and yellow handle as opposed to just the little red ones. He's like, oh, what is it? Thwarted again.
Sinister Mister says, I can be left-handed if I want to. Oh, fair enough. Are you ambidextrous? That's cool. And then Fuzzy says, this is for John. How many liquefied Asian elephants do you think you could fit in the Empire State Building? I actually did math and research. Enough.
Yeah, but we're ahead of you because we've done the practical experiment.
Yeah. as many as you need to be.
That's why. That's why we can no longer podcast from the city of New York.
Sinister Mister says, I play bass guitar lefty better. Or better lefty. Cool. Alright, so shall we get into
Who
this
you
right
calling
away?
lefty, short stuff? I play bass guitar better, lefty. So I choose how to read things. I'm choosing to read things with commas in. Pardon me?
You should be ashamed.
Yeah, I burped too.
Alright, we're gonna get into this.
Yeah, sure.
Master Hearst says W. Okay. Okay. So how you been this week, man? Why don't you tell me about your week?
Too bad. Not too bad. I've been pretty busy. I have a... I don't know if you guys... I may not have mentioned it on the podcast. I recently brought my old guitar amp out because I've been playing guitar lately and getting practice. And I got my old amp hooked up. And I plugged it in. And then I touched my laptop at the same time and got an electric shock, which was nice. Because I made
Do you have
something...
superpowers now?
No. Yes, I'm half man, half guitar, but I still can't play the guitar, so my powers are useless. Listen!
Oh, sounds
It's
like,
Garage Band Man! Hear him! Hark!
I was about to say that.
Oh, come on, let's stop robbing the bank. I can't put up with listening to that shit. Garage Band Man saves the day again!
I like to believe that's the music that plays when you masturbate. Hey, sweetie, I'm just gonna be in the bedroom alone, alright? Don't worry, I'm not doing anything.
And there's a story down the lane! No, he's doing it.
Boys are back in town! Boys are back in town! Every time Thin Lizzy... Oh, man, we're playing squads.
Oh, shit. Should we back out and start again?
No, it's too late now.
Oh, shit. Anyway,
Alright.
so, I have an electrician coming around to, sorry, I'll get to that in a moment. So we're having an
Oh, shit,
electrician...
I jumped.
Oh, no,
I
that's
jumped.
fine. We have an electrician
gone.
coming around, and so I've got to basically... I'm doing a lot of housework to get the house clear to... Because the electrician used to come around and test every outlet, and all my outlets are, like, behind boxes of stuff I've had packed for years, like, via extensions, you know what I mean? Like, and then on top of that, you got about 40 different things plugged into each one, you know. Yeah, a typical modern house.
Right, yeah.
One extension with all your appliances plugged into it through 40 different leads.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I've spent the week basically sorting that out, which has been fun. I'm playing guitars. That's me. I mean, I had to go down to the cellar, and my cellar is your typical cellar. You know, cellars are basements for the Americans. They're actually really useful rooms. They're a place where you can store things that in 5 years' time, when you go back for them, you'd like to just be ruined. You know, if you'd like, you know, nice books and things you used to own to be damp, moldy, and covered in spider webs, just pop them in your cellar. You know, forget about them a little bit. Come back when you really need them, and they will just be ruined. You'll have no, like, if you hold on to too much stuff, if you're a bit of a hoarder, pop it in the cellar, leave it for a little bit, a time you would think would be a reasonable amount of time to store something, come back to it, it'll just be fucked, and that's great, and then you won't have to worry about whether you keep it or get rid of it, you know, it's just, you know, prized possessions, sentimental photos, it'll just be destroyed.
Right, yeah.
You know, which is what they're for. So that's been my week. Basically, saying goodbye to a lifetime of belongings and exposing electrical outlets. But I do have a message in the chat who says, from Tiny Pet Secret, who says, lol, I thought Owen was going to lead with, so I don't know if I mentioned this, but I've had to go to the dentist a lot this year. That's true! Guess who has another broken filling and another loose filling this week? Yay! Yeah.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah. Remember when I said, like, that the private dentist was going to cost about £1,200 and that was way too much? I mean, to be fair, I've still only paid 50 quid. Like, I haven't paid any more. It's every time I get back, they have to repair it for free, because if it goes wrong within 6 months, it's the same cost of treatment. But I think at this point they're just putting wood glue in there, and do you guys have hundreds and thousands sprinkles? You call them on your sprinkles? Call them hundreds and thousands. And they're just putting them in with a bit of wood glue. Be like, there, those are your new teeth.
Yeah, you're
enjoy.
Good.
So no, that has been my week. I haven't done anything fun. I've spent the whole time basically clearing old stuff in the house, because I put a lot of stuff in the cellar a long time ago and didn't check on it, and I had to get down to check it out because the fuse box is down there, so the electrician's going to check it out. And my defining experience this week has been everything that I thought was safe down in the cellar is now mush. So that's yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, like, okay, so I'm kind of curious. Maybe this is a case of okay, I'm actually really kind of curious about how like finished your guys' basements are, or your cellars.
So this cellar I think it's just a shit job. I live in a very old house. It's a very old terraced house. We think the reason the electrics are actually screwed here is, while they have modern outlets, we actually think it's an ungrounded system,
Okay.
So we think it's got old electrics and things like that, so which basically the whole house hasn't had any modernization in a long time. Like, it has central heating, but the radiator on the landing, for example, you can see where someone has recently cut out the floorboards to put the heating in and things like that. So the cellar, basically, it's a stone floor, and then it's got a little extension that's just bricks, and then the walls are just bricks, and they are the bricks, they are walls. There's no surfacing on it, It's just a big empty space. It's got air bricks that get through to the outside, so obviously it does get pretty, like, it doesn't get damp as you'd expect, because it's got ventilation, so it doesn't get very, very damp and wet, but it's not 100% protected from the elements, If there was a flood, it would come in through those bricks, although that's never happened, because they live on a hill, but, and
I have a rocket launcher.
And then the walls are they were painted a long time ago, but you can tell it gets some level of damp in there, because the paint's basically, when it's not just flaking, but it's sort of mushing off, Like, it's dry now, but at some point it's got down to powder, It's like that.
Right.
So I think, and there's a lot of dust and a lot of stuff like that. I think it's basically, what's the right word? I don't think it's necessarily that it's particularly bad. I think what's happened is, from the looks of it, what's happened is, with air brick exposure to the outside and stuff like that, there are always bugs down there, stuff like that. You put enough paper down there, one thing that eats paper gets in, then you've got a family of things that eat paper, and then a few mold spores and things like that. And so what you don't realize is, it's not so much the damp and stuff like that, it's that, as I'm going through it now, there's basically an ecosystem in there,
Immigrants, am I right?
There's mostly spiders.
I'm gonna go to Johnny Wortho, right? I'm gonna go to him.
Okay. So there's a ton of spiders down there. That was my cellar experience. But occasionally you'd like lift up an old box and there'd be like bugs underneath, almost like if you lift up a stone,
Right. Like potato bugs, or those little pill bugs or whatever.
Right. So that's basically what it is. And then once you start with that, once you started stuff spreading, there's a lot of stuff that went down there in cardboard boxes, right? And then you lift up the cardboard box and all the stuff stays where it is, and the four sides of the cardboard box come up. And then that's the bottom layer of everything that was in the box too. So it's annoying. Some stuff, most of what I've lost is books, and that's quite sad. And then there've been things like a few photos and things. Like, it's not so much, the problem is there's a lot of books that went down into the cellar that, I mean, I probably won't read them again, but they're books that I've owned since I was like a kid, so they've kind of always been around. So I would never have got rid of them just because I've had them. They've just been around for as long as I can remember, and now they're trash. So that's annoying, but that is life, I suppose. I mean, you do get like, I'm a little bit of a hoarder. My cellar was probably too full anyway. You know what I mean? Things like that. I needed to get rid of a lot of junk, but it's sad, I suppose. There you go. That's my story.
I remember I lived in this really crappy apartment for a while, and it was a section of town that they called the Grove. I don't know why they called it the Grove, because it really wasn't a grove so much as it was smack dab in the middle of a river valley.
Right.
And I dealt a lot with bugs that are really fond of like wet areas, such as earwigs.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. And I remember my first experience with them was I went to go check my mail one day, and I went to go open my mail, and thankfully there was no
Is that you?
Nope. Oh,
shit, Johnny Wertho just bought it.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
We are on our own now. I see him. He's right in the middle. He's building up.
Tiny Bit Secret says it varies from house to house. Some people do finish them properly.
Oh,
the one next door was.
I didn't see him up there.
Oh, damn.
Ow! 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 I had a rocket launcher. Anyway, so I went to go check my mail one day, and he's coming. He's coming. Oh, dear.
Oh. Fuzzy says, you don't seem to have the donation option for the comments. You have to get to a certain size to enable monetization these days, and so the Those Aren't Biscuits channel's too small, I'm afraid. Fuck you, pig boy!
Yeah, we are too small for donations right now, but if you would like to donate, I would suggest hopping over to Owen's channel and donating to him directly.
Yeah, well, I pay John a salary, you see.
I wish.
I'm just gonna tell people that.
we should change modes to duos.
Yeah. If you like John, if you send me money, I am basically his financial backer. So he gets his allowance from me, and then I pay for all his little treats and things. That's how it works. He's sort of like
what I was saying was
he's sort of like the main character from 50 Shades of Grey, but without the sex.
Which I have been petitioning for, but no. So what I was going to say was,
I like the idea of you filing paperwork pertaining to Section 56B. I'm entitled to one sex, please.
As you can clearly say that I put my application in for Form 28C with the addendum of the 1089, which says that by now I should have a butt plug inserted into my anus. Alright? Just, I've been owed this, and I have been denied it. And I am no longer satisfied with
I have
my
been
situation.
denied it. What? That was deny a man his butt plug. Loose Connor says, I'm such a bad hoarder. I saw a lot of my childhood things, and I've kept almost all of it. It's so hard to let go. I just want to catch up with the hellos. Hello to Loose Connor, by the way. Hello, everybody. I do want to just say hello and make sure you know that I know you're all here. Welcome. Carry on.
All
Sorry.
right, set a point on Dusty Depot. All right,
All right,
so what I was going to say is that when I was living at this apartment, I went to go check my mail one day, and thankfully I had no mail that day. But when I opened it up, I would say a solid 20 to 40 earwigs came pouring out of my mailbox.
Probably had a lot of really important mail. Like...
it was horrifying. It was absolutely horrifying. I don't know if you've ever had the wonderful experience of opening a door to a place where you we're certain was safe and relatively bug-free, and suddenly had an infestation. That's not fun. Did you... Oh, no. There are people here. There are a lot of people here.
Yes, there really are.
Alright, I got a gun now.
Oh, crap. Well, I did some damage to one of them, but he's running around. I've got some shells. Run!
Oh, I knocked one down.
Well, one of them should be pretty weak. If he's not the one I killed. Oh, shit.
Alright, I killed him.
Oh, good.
Alright, kill the other one.
Well done. I approve.
Alright, well, I feel pretty good about that.
So yeah, that's been my week. I've been doing some fun too. I've been getting very much into music, so I've been taking taking a singing course. I have this old CD singing course that apparently they're still selling. I've been trying to do it again. I've always wanted to learn to sing, but I can't sing. So I've been doing
something.
this.
Sing it. Sing it. Sing us
No,
something.
you've heard me. I sing all the time. But I've always wanted to. I've always wanted to write and sing songs. Just guitar and song and just
right.
some fun. But I can't hold a tune, so I've never been able to do it. And I've always been. That's one of the things. That's one of the things. There aren't many things where I've always wanted to do it and I just can't do it at all. Like when I can normally, when I go to learn something, I don't always stick with it, but I can usually be like, okay, I can see how if I went on and then practiced for 10 years, like I could do that. You know what I mean? But singing has always just been this thing I just don't have any kind of capacity for, or I thought I didn't, so I'm giving it another go. So that's what I've been doing. I might write, if I can get to the point where I don't sound hideous, I might post some songs to my YouTube channel. And that's my week. Busy housework, singing and playing guitar. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, that sounds alright.
This week... Yeah, fuck you. It sounds alright. Yeah, that's okay.
Whatever,
Let me get into my interesting thing. Oh, and I want to talk about... Yeah.
No, honestly, my thing is not very interesting. Spoilers. I've actually been kind of sick this week.
Do you mean in like the ill sense, or do you mean you've like been torturing puppies or something?
I mean,
wouldn't
hand
it be great?
in hand, really.
Wouldn't it be great if Hitler was just like, I've been sort of sick this week? You know, you know what I mean? If that's how they phrased it, terrible people who did terrible things.
I just haven't been feeling myself lately. I enacted the final solution. That's weird, right?
Right. Oh, we're gonna get in trouble for that one.
Oh yeah. No, I at least like 2 times a year I get myself a little sinus infection. I don't know. It just happens. I don't know if it's.
I hate those.
I'm guessing it's something to do with the changing of the seasons.
No, exactly what you mean. I get those too periodically because I get them at the back of my throat because I have like a post-nasal drip because I have allergies. And then every so often I'll just get this thing where the whole back of my sinuses just like swell up. It feels like every time you're just swallowing painful gunk. You know?
Alright, so Tiny Best Secret says, but basements are still a heavy feature. Poor John. Master Her says, I don't like John as much as Owen. Alright. Cool.
It's alright, neither do I.
Yeah, that's fair. But no, so today though, I decided that I wasn't going to just hole up in the house like I normally do when I'm sick. I was like, you know what? I'm
going to perform surgery. Excuse me, madam, how you doing?
I'm very sorry to the Calloway family.
We don't know where that infection came from.
No, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to stay in the house because sinus infections are.
They've got your number in the chat, John.
Oh yeah, just wait till you hear my dating stories. Yeah, if I've gone on any lately.
Whoa!
Oh,
Whoa!
God!
Move! Oh! Damn it, John! You had to die in the doorway.
You shot me!
I didn't shoot you.
Someone shot me dead, and I was looking right at you.
It wasn't me. It was this guy.
You shot me.
I did not shoot you. I promise. It was this guy. Oh, because it was John Wick. I know, right? Oh my god, pinata?
Yeah. So, what I was gonna say is, I decided, like, you know what, I'm not gonna stay in. So, the local brewery in town was having this thing. Oh. Sorry, I dropped my mic.
The local brewery in town was having a thing. By the way, I'm dropping stuff and slurring my speech.
This might make sense in a few moments. Alright, so, my local brewery was having this thing where it's the home opener of the Milwaukee Brewers, which is my baseball team of choice. They're who I root for.
The Milwaukee Brewers.
What?
Really? Like, Wisconsin's not really fighting these stereotypes, are they?
No, they're not. We are the one state who, like, fully embraces our stereotypes. Like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, we like beer and we like cheese. Come at us. Like, we don't have any pretense. It's just like, whatever. Like, wonderful natural scenery, great fishing, great cultural, historical sites. But
the
fuck
Milwaukee
it.
Teenage OBGYN Specialists.
The Milwaukee backroom abortionists. The Milwaukee Cider House rules. Just...
The Milwaukee Rehab Doctors.
The Milwaukee Alcoholics. But recovering.
The Milwaukee Alcoholics. You know, once you're on the team, you're technically on the team forever.
You might say that you've turned into a new leaf, but you really haven't. The Milwaukee, we're all in stage 3. We're sorry.
Every time they lose a game, they have to go around and apologize to 12 people they've disappointed.
Alright, you pick.
Alright, let's do Lonely Lodge.
Okay. You put out a marker?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, I'm jumping. So I go to the brewery because they're having this little event where, you know, it was a potluck and then, you know, you buy your beer and you watch the game. You know, it's pretty simple shit. But, so here's the weird thing about, and I didn't realize this until today, is, like, microbreweries are really big about pushing their beer on other microbreweries.
Okay.
And so, like, my brewery in town is technically a microbrewery, all right? They don't have a big national distribution, and they stay pretty local, but they are, I dropped short. They are big enough where places who are smaller than them contract out to have their beer brewed at my brewery, the brewery in town here.
Right.
And so while I'm here trying to watch the game, this brewery out of Minnesota showed up. And they had these, you know, big ass cans of their beer. that they were, letting people try, and you do a little tasting and see what it is, and basically trying to garner interest out of my local brewery in order to contract with them. Right? It was
right.
a business deal.
That makes sense.
And but the thing is that from what I understand, brewers are also very oddly competitive.
That makes sense.
So where I was positioned at the bar in this brewery was right where they were having this little business meeting. And so they kept on handing beers over to each other, like, oh, here, why don't you try this? Well, why don't you try one of ours? Here, try this. Oh, we do something like that. Here, why don't you try this? And I'm sitting there, and the whole time, well, how about you? What do you think? And they keep sliding me these little glasses of beer. I'm like, oh, that's all right. That tastes okay. And the thing is, I'm no beer connoisseur. I like beer, and I like the beer that I like. And maybe I have a palate that's a little bit further than some people, but not very.
I like how nuanced John's making this story sound when we know how this really went. 6 hours in, he's like, I'm ready to try that one again. Oh, if I tore it enough the last time. Go Brewers!
You keep talking about these cold brew hints in this beer, but I'm not tasting it. Why don't you hit me again? Maybe I'll get it this time. Did you make this wall?
Good time to mention that I'm the designated driver. And then your friends are like, all right, John, you're the least drunk one here. Let's go.
You laugh, but that's usually how it goes. Should I tell you right now that I'm the starting shortstop for the Wisconsin Alcoholics? So yeah, I had originally came down to have at most 3 beers, right? Because they're craft beers, so they're a little bit stronger,
right?
And I know, okay, I can't drink these like I would a normal beer at a normal bar because they're way stronger, and there's no way around that.
Right.
So, but with these people keep sliding me these taster glasses, which is about half of a normal pint, I got kind of fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. And then Owen messaged me, he's like, hey, I'm gonna be running late today. I'm like, oh shit, that's right. We have a show today. Root beer for me now, thank you. I'm like,
this is one of those moments where John believes he's lucidly explained this,
I even sent Owen a text. I'm like, yeah, I might be a little buzzed up for the show. I didn't mean to be.
Yeah, do you guys want to know?
Didn't.
Would you guys like to know what this text actually said?
I have my phone too. I can prove you wrong.
Okay, so it says. So I said, yeah, do we go in an hour or 2 for you? Because the clocks have changed, so I'm still adjusting. Right. And it said, plus, just to be honest, I'll love a little buzzed up.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It was great. Check it. Check the...
Yeah. Yeah, it does say that, huh? It really does.
I was like, I'll just leave that.
Yeah, he goes, do we go an hour or 2 for you? I'm like, plus, to be honest, I'll love a little buzzed up. Hour and a half. Awesome!
Sinister Minister says, this is a great show today. Yeah, it's a great show every day. Tiny Best Secret says, so this is another drunk episode. Owen, you gotta catch up. I don't think I have any... I don't know if I have any booze handy.
Oh, well, the problem is I don't have any more. Like that's the thing. Like I drink it there, and all I have is like one bottle of like hard cider here at home.
I don't think I've got anything. I'd have to go to the kitchen and get some. I could get some of that cherry schnapps. I think it is. Yeah.
Like I know my neighbors have a bottle of rum that I gave them.
And I've decided I'm taking it back.
Hey, how's it going?
Whoa,
I'm reclaiming
God.
this. Oh shit! Is that start moving in on us?
Yep, it is.
Oh good. Oh good.
Run, John.
I am in it.
Run. I just got a text from my girlfriend that says there's vodka. Are you in the storm?
Oh yeah, I'm way in it.
Oh, well done.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I really don't.
It's about to catch me. Oh shit. You are in the storm. Run. Good advice.
Let the rain fall down and wake my dreams. Let it wash away
shit.
my sanity. 'Cause I wanna feel the pressure if I want. Master Hurst says, will you do a face cam soon? Probably not. If you really want to see our faces, my face has been on
America's Most Wanted.
my face has been on this channel, so look at the other videos and you'll probably see my face. Oh, I made it out of the storm.
And you can see my face every time you close your eyes at night, baby. Tiny Bit Secret says, and now he's doing the quiet singing to himself. Bless.
Apparently, Tiny Best Secret has been around for other drunk podcasts. Oh, hey!
Brandon!
Hey, stop! Oh, I'm down.
Well done. And yes, it's on your Twitter as well, John.
What's on my Twitter?
Your face.
Oh, my face? Oh, yeah.
Your tweets.
Thank you, Lose Corner. So, other than that, I did manage
Tiny
to
Bit
watch a
Secret says
movie.
that's just what drunk people do. Sorry, that was enjoyable. You watched a movie, did you?
Yeah, well, what can I say, Tiny Beth? Wisconsin's a musical state.
You enter.
As soon as you arrive, all you hear is just 1,000 people. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
On the plus side, Wisconsin was renowned for being the state where people are most likely to tell their friends that they love them. So it's good and bad.
Yeah, we're really big on it. It's like, wow, people in Wisconsin are really, really affectionate. I fucking love you. Man, just bring it on. I love you.
But it lost points for being the the city where most people made unfulfilled promises to go on road trips together.
Alright, I set a marker on Tomato Town.
Alright. We should just get like a truck and just drive, man. Just
You got a van?
drive.
You got a van? You got a van, right? You got a
Wherever the
van?
road takes
you got
us.
a van?
You can take some time off work. It's fine.
Yeah, let's get in your van, right? You got a van. Van? Van.
No. I'm wearing Vans. It's a brand of shoe, John. You can laugh now.
Yeah. Orkia says, for John's sake, it's 5 o'clock now. Yeah. But no, I did see a movie this weekend, and the thing was, I wasn't really planning on talking about it, but the truth is,
You got nothing better to say.
The only other thing I really watched or like consumed was something that I can't really talk about because Owen hasn't.
Because it's illegal across federal lines.
You guys ever seen a Serbian movie? Fucking A. No, I watched.
So the woman approaches the donkey, right? And then,
I mean, this is really integral to the plot, all right?
but you do it in like a normal
without it.
philosophical sense, you know. And, you know, I tend to look deeper into the subtext of these things, you know, because
Right. Clearly, that donkey is a existentialist, while the woman is your classical nihilist. And we see here that existentialism will always penetrate nihilism in the basic sense. Just, let's be honest, you just can't have nihilism without tequila. Oh, I hear gunshots.
uh-oh.
I'm running back to you.
Yeah, baby.
So, the movie I did watch, though,
Where the hell's my gun?
I don't know.
I'd selected my gun, but I wasn't holding it. Nor was I holding my axe.
So the movie I did watch was, it's an older. Oh God, what was that?
Oh shit!
Oh,
Whoa, hello. Homing missile. Oh, good.
Huh?
Where the hell did that come from? Were you responsible for that?
Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, it must have been those beans I had for lunch.
Damn Minnesota beer. No, the movie I did see was Barbershop 3, The Next Cut.
I was like, what's it gonna be? Is it gonna be maybe a comic book movie we've never talked about before, or...
Oh God,
well
I'm
done.
down. I'm down. One's hurt. One's really hurt. He's coming for you. He's coming right at you. To your right. To your right. To your right.
Oh, I died.
No. And here's the thing. I will admit, I kind of have a soft spot for the barbershop movies. I think they're not amazing films, but they're better than your standard shtick comedies, right?
I've never seen one, so this is all going to be new to me.
So what they're really good about, all right, and okay, this is gonna get weird since I am a white guy, right? They're very good at depicting inner city black neighborhoods and culture in a very positive light. They do a really good job of suggesting that there is a brotherhood, a camaraderie, a like unspoken agreement about like situations. It very much comes off as like if this was a movie about a group of sports fans who are all part of the same fandom. You know what I mean?
Right. Alright, we're going
Like-
to Tilted Towers. Let's do it.
All right. So, and I kind of like it for that.
Did I place a
Like-
marker? I think I did. Where's my
you-
marker? Oh, it's blue
it's
on
there.
blue.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Like, I like the movies for that because they shed a positive light on something that generally doesn't have a positive light. You know, when you usually speak about, I hate to use this term, but black movies, they're usually either crime films or they're like a Medea movie, which is equally as bad.
Which is a different kind of crime.
Yeah, there's there's just a lot of problems with them when you, and hopefully that changes soon, you know, with like Black Panther and all that. But there's an issue with movies that have a primarily black cast, and
we're clipping that. Is that, John? Why don't you tell me what your problem is with black people being in movies?
Well, as in how the studio, which ones the studios let go, right? Oh shit!
Whoa! It's me! It's me! It's me!
Oh shit!
Stop shooting!
You shot first!
Yes!
You shot first!
And then I said, oh, no! And I... Alright, Greedo, no, calm it down.
when I mean, like there's a problem, as in I feel like there's a problem in the industry about...
You heard it here first, guys. John has a problem with black cast movies.
God damn it. This is just the wrong venue for me to talk about things like this.
You started it.
Because of you.
Well, I'm not the one being all drunk and racist.
Will you just let me be, Owen?
Alright, Uncle
let me make
John.
My point? Oh. Now who's racist?
No, I mean as in, like, the racist uncle. I'm not making an Uncle Tom joke. That would be weird.
Oh, I didn't say that. I did not say that. No, okay. So
no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. There aren't a lot of good movies with black casts that don't fall into stereotypes.
Right. And I'm not saying that there aren't some that are made. I'm saying that there's an issue with the industry about which ones get made and promoted. Right? Oh, shut up.
Right, you have to either be comedy black people or Boys in the Hood.
Right. And I've always felt like Barbershop did a good job of... like, it's a comedy, so it falls into one of those tropes. But it always did a really good job of... like... It always did a really good job of sneaking in some good messages, right? And I think Barbershop 3 does this as well. There's a...
So, just a quick question. Is Barbershop 3 like a legit movie sequel, or is it more like other movies that go to 3? Is it more of like a, I don't want to say straight to DVD, but you know what I mean? Some movies go to sequels and they don't have the same cast anymore or the same production values, or is it more of a legit sequel?
No, I think it's actually still pretty good. It still stars all of the same cast. It still stars all the same cast. Oh shit. Oh, I'm down. No, it pretty much everyone came back, and they added a few people as well. And it's had the same core cast since 1. So, and I think it had the same director as well. So clearly this franchise is one that the actors and the director feel strongly about.
Yeah.
Which is good. And so here's the thing about the movie, though. I thought it was a good film, and I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. The problem is that it got really close to being a very good, deep film about the ideas of gangs, black-on-black crime, and the troubles facing black communities without immediately blaming white people, right? And not say that the white people have their share in the blame, because we do, and history proves it. But the movie doesn't necessarily want to use that as a a scapegoat. It's very honest. It's a very honest film. The problem that it faces, though, is that its solution to all this is the, hey, we need to save the community center by having a drill out, right? It's
right. That's an old-fashioned movie trope. That was very 90s trope.
Yeah, and it does the same thing. All right, let's go Anarchy Acres. And it does that where it's like, okay, we need to solve the gang problem happening to our neighborhood. So what we're going to do is we're going to call a 48-hour ceasefire between the gangs and offer free haircuts. Like, that's their solution. And
hey, are you saying that's not the solution to gang crime?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think a major instigator in gang violence is stupid hair.
Yeah, it could. You know what? Sure, but it just seemed like it took a very complex issue and then wrapped it up in this really simplistic thing where it almost felt like it was a little too ambitious. Where if the movie had been a situation of like oh, we need to raise money for a school in the area that is a really good school and is primarily black students, that would have been something that fit more. But they really
there's
really
a guy in here with us and he's
to...
planted C4 on the walls, by the way.
Oh, good. But the fact that they took on this really serious... Oh, nice.
Whoa, but he just detonated the C4. I'm down! I'm down! I'm down! Come help!
I'm coming. I'm coming!
He's getting me with his pickaxe!
I'm coming up.
No!
I'm trying to... Oh.
Kill him! Kill him! He's only got an axe.
Oh, shit, there's something behind me.
He's only got an axe.
I got my own problems.
Damn it.
Oh, I'm down.
Boo! Sinister Minister Sister, what is our gang haircut going to be? Beehive?
I'm going with mullet.
Beehive.
I vote mullet.
Beehive!
Mullet! Alright, chat, you vote. Should we be mullets or beehives?
Do you know what I don't get about beehives? Do you think the bees cause disruption to, like, social events you go to?
Sure.
That's where the 60s were known as the swing and sting dance era. The beehive mullet. I like it.
Oh sure, yeah. Let's just add them together. Why not? but the beehive is at the bottom of the mullet, so it's business in
so
front.
So it actually looks like you've got paper wasps in there.
Hair at the bottom.
It does legitimately look like you got paper wasps setting up home.
Yeah. Let's see here. Master Hurst says, "What is John's channel?" You're on it. This is the channel that I use to post my stuff as well. Owen has his own channel, and then this one, and I just use this one.
Yeah. John keeps this alive when we're not streaming.
I tried.
Let's go for a far one. Let's go for Junk Junction.
Okay.
I'm gonna set off as soon as I can and glide all the way.
Alright. And I'm going as soon as I can.
It won't let me yet.
I can go by now.
Whee!
Alright, I'm going. Woo!
What a feeling! Whee! Hope you're having fun, by the way. Click those like and subscribe buttons. If you guys are new here, this is a show we do every Monday. It's mostly a talk show, that's why there's a little bit less chat interaction with this one. We play games and we talk about movies and stuff and things like that. So, yep, there you go.
Yeah, other than Barbershop 3, which I would suggest watching if... I would watch all of them simply because they're actually pretty good. They're funny. They're funny movies. You have actors like Louis Anderson, or not Louis Anderson, Anthony Anderson. Anthony Anderson and Cedric the Entertainer.
Cedric Anderson? By any chance?
Yes.
Oh my god,
So
what's this weird alpaca on the horizon?
I don't know. I dropped way too early. So I'm running.
If you get a chance, look at the stream. There's a giant camel, alpaca thing, llama, on this hill.
Okay. Master Her says it's a fox.
Looks nothing like a fox. Okay, guys, we need to band together, see if we can get some information posted in the chat. Master Hurst needs to see a photo of a fox. Yeah, look, the noble fox. Wily, long-necked.
I don't see anything in the stream. I just see a tower?
No, it's a llama. No, John, it's a fox. Can you see its foxy ways?
No, I see it now. Okay, all I could see was the head coming up over the hill. I didn't see the whole body yet. Yeah, that's a fucking llama.
No, Jonathan, it's a fox.
Oh shit, sorry. It's a very large fox.
With a very long neck and the body of a llama.
It's the Emperor's new fox. Alright, I'm just gonna stay in the circle. You can come to me.
Alright.
I'm in... Where am I? Pleasant Park. I'm in Pleasant Park right now. So, yeah, other than Barbershop, all I watched this week was, Jessica Jones, which I can't really talk about because Owen hasn't seen it all.
Hey, I told you, I got closer to watching it.
Yeah, you added to your watch list. Woo! Oh, shit.
So, had we finished A Way Out last time we did the show?
That's a good question.
I felt like we'd only done episode 1 last time we did the show.
Okay, there's some stuff happening around me.
That's life, isn't it, John? Everything happening around you, it seems to be passing you by.
Oh, I'm down.
Or in your case, impaling you in the face with lead. Oh, Jonathan. Jonathan.
Tiny Bet Secret says, I bet Owen can't even prove he did that. Yeah, Owen! Can you prove that you added that to your watch list?
Well, no, because I didn't. I just thought I'd say that when you asked me if I was any closer, if I got any further on that.
You are a terrible human being. I should have known by all the exclamation points.
But no, we are going to watch Jessica Jones. I'm looking forward to watching it. I just haven't got around to it yet.
So I'm not gonna spoil anything like this. I'm gonna just say that I have been enjoying it as the show episodes have gone on. It hasn't been a case of, oh, the first episode really got me and now I'm disappointed. It's kind of the opposite. It's a slow build that I've been enjoying watching build. All right, there enough. That's right.
I still have to watch Punisher as well.
Oh yeah, Punisher is an interesting one. Because funny enough, like, I don't like the character of the Punisher, but the show is actually not terrible. It's really not bad.
I liked the Punisher in Daredevil Season 2 a lot. I don't like the Punisher, the original Punisher, that much.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Dolph Lundgren Punisher.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, I've got this idea for a movie. Sorry. So, for people who haven't heard this before, I once pitched to John.
No! 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 We're not doing it. All right?
It's still one of my favorite ever moments from the old podcast days. I once pitched to John a movie that was a sideline to the Avengers movies, and it would be the like a cinematic universe of the old characters. So it was like the Dolph Lundgren Punisher, the David Hasselhoff Nick Fury, the J.D. Salinger's son Captain America. Who else do we have? The Roger Corman Fantastic Four. Are there any I'm missing? And it gave me my favorite ever podcast moment as John was like he just wasn't in the conversation for a little bit, you know. And we kind of moved on and we talked about something else for a little bit. And then he just went, sorry, I'm just thinking about how bad that would be.
It was just so bad. Time Bessie says, how far in are you now, John? I don't know. I've been having my last little hard cider that I found in my fridge. I've also been drinking a lot of coffee. So
I think she means how much Jessica Jones have you watched.
Oh, that makes more sense. I'm on episode 5, so not very far.
I'm going to take this casual. I want to survive. Now the drunkard's off the team, I've got a chance. So we just watched.
What is that? I have no idea what you're talking about.
We just
if you
watched.
Want to elaborate more, Messerhurst? Go for it. Sorry, go ahead, Moen.
No, am I free to talk now? Hey. Oh, I kidding. We just watched Guardians of the Galaxy 2 again.
I don't know what you're talking about, Messerhurst. Why don't you elaborate more?
As you guys know, we're doing a big rewatch of the big Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm kind of glad because now we've watched Guardians of the Galaxy 2. We're on to the rest of the movies I've only seen once. So we're probably not going to do Black Panther again because we only just saw that. But we've got, I think all we've got left now is Spider-Man: Homecoming, Thor: Ragnarok, and then it's Infinity War. And I've only seen Homecoming and Ragnarok once because they're pretty recent. So I'm looking forward to seeing those again. But Guardians of the Galaxy 2 really holds up. That is a movie that gets better every time you see it. Which I think the same about the first Guardians of the Galaxy, actually. But
So I was gonna say, because I know I think we both liked it, but we were a little divided on Ragnarok. I was gonna say that I did watch Ragnarok on my flight back from Bali. That one holds up very, very well.
See, I'm of the opinion that Thor Ragnarok is a lot of fun. I like it a lot. But I think there's one thing that, to me, it's undeniably true about it, but I think whether this is a good thing or a bad thing depends on who you are. But Thor Ragnarok is a movie for people who don't like the other Thor movies. And I did.
Yeah, that's fair. I would say that's fair. I will say, though, that the second time watching it, I was able to look past a lot of the humor and weirdness of it.
The humor comes on too strong the first time. Early on.
When you watch it again, I would say that when you know what jokes are coming, you don't pay attention as much to them. It still tells a very, very good story. It actually, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It actually is still a very strong story.
I think the opening's a little weak because it deals with the cliffhanger from the end of Thor 2 with a gleeful disrespect. By just going, no, fuck it. You know? And I like that.
Remember how Ragnarok ends?
Sure. But I still think the opening...
Which I think gives it more respect.
Absolutely, but I still think there are elements of the opening that I don't think work great. Like, I think the film is really, really, really pretty much perfect from the point that Thor ends up basically on, I forget what it's called, but War World, basically.
Right.
From the point...
Scar.
Right, from the point he ends up lost and there, I don't think the film has really any major problems. Prior to that, there are a few things that I think are issues. The arrival of Hela, what's her name?
Hell.
It's
Hela.
very sudden.
It's Hela.
It's very, very sudden, and not... The problem with it is, it's not necessarily a criticism, and I can see how this would be the kind of thing that would improve the second time round. very early on, it puts you on the off foot as you're not entirely sure what's going to be a joke and what's not. And do you know what I mean? I think there are issues with that. But I liked it a lot by the end of that film. But I do think it comes on very, very strong, and it deliberately, in many ways, leaves you kind of unsure of how you're supposed to feel and unsettles you. And I think that's a deliberate effect that's supposed to make you put away everything you know about the Thor movies going in. I think it wants you to be jarred as you go in, you know?
Right.
And not really know how to feel. And then once you settle in, like, to me, that movie is... If Guardians of the Galaxy is like a tribute to space opera, which it kind of is, but with modern music, and Winter Soldier is a tribute...
Modern music? What?
I mean, compared to Star Wars, you know what I mean? I mean with human music. So
okay. John Williams, the biggest alien threat we've ever met.
You know what I mean, right? And
I understand. Like,
no,
Area
carry
51.
on, John. No, it's fine. I won't finish.
51.
No, it's all right. I don't need to make my point.
John Williams and Hans Zimmer just kicking it back in Area 51. How's it feel to be an alien composer? Oh, I'm feeling pretty good, all right.
You know exactly what I mean, so I'm just going to let you ramble on, wasting time.
Oh, don't try to play the victim here, all right? These people in the chat have witnessed our other shows. They know who you are. They know who you are, Owen. All right? Don't try to play innocent right now, all right?
Yeah, no, I agree, Master
You called
Hurst.
John Williams an alien.
Master Hurst says John is always interrupting. I agree. No, I think it's very disrespectful, to be honest.
I fucking hate you all. Don't you take his side, Master Hurst, all right? I have banning powers too, all right?
So, and then Winter Soldier is like a take on 70s noir films. Captain America's a war movie. Thor Ragnarok is a music video. That is what that movie is. And I love it. When it actually kicks into that. And I think it's great.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like you tried to send me that link that I had watched. That I had already watched. But yeah, when they replace Winter Song with I Need a Hero for that last bit, it works way too well.
And it's the same movie. It doesn't even feel like it's any different. You feel like, wait, wasn't that the song?
like you feel like that's what they wanted to use, but they couldn't get the rights to that one. So their second option was Led Zeppelin.
My favorite thing about Immigrant Song in
Immigrant Song. What did I call it? Did I call it Winter Song?
That's all right. I think that album's from something like... Oh, no, that's from... I forget. Anyway, my favorite thing about that is, like, that song references Thor, the god. You know, Hammer of the gods and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
So they were like, well, this is sort of fitting. Shall we use it in the movie? And then someone went, you know what? It's so fitting.
Let's use it twice.
Let's use it twice. Won't that be sort of distracting, and people will be like, oh, it's this again. This is a bit weird. No.
But, you know,
Let's just do it.
At the same time, it actually weirdly works because they do use it twice.
Well, it feels like a reprise.
Right, because it's like, okay, this is the first time Thor has felt like Thor since the opening. And what makes Thor feel like Thor? Led Zeppelin.
Do you know what I really like about Thor Ragnarok as well? It's so dumb. But I actually really love that they're just like, what if we just get rid of the hammer and just give him lightning powers without the hammer?
Right.
Just fuck the hammer. And everyone's like, oh, you can't have Thor without his hammer. Why not? No, fuck it. Just give him lightning powers.
He's the god of thunder. Like, let's just do it.
But I would have liked it if they were even more on the nose. They had, like, Kiss, God of Thunder. God of Thunder. Burr, 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 and rock and roll. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, but you can't have it too on the nose, because then it would have been like...
Because then you're watching Suicide Squad.
gonna say, then they're gonna go back and like remaster the end of Return of the Kings, you know, to add what the fuck's that song that talks about Mordor? Black Dog. Is it Black Dog?
I can't wait for Suicide Squad 2 with the songs "Clown's Girlfriend" and "I Don't Like Batman" and it's like when you're watching Smallville and the song "Superman" plays by Crash Test Dummies, you know, and you're like, really?
Oh, just wait till Justice League 2 comes out and they introduce Green Lantern. There's absolutely going to be a moment with Donovan's Sunshine Superman in there. Superman or Green Lantern can't stop.
Well, I thought it was weird. Like, I haven't watched Justice League yet. We've got to watch it. I do own Justice League technically now, which is weird. I own. I mean, like the movie. I don't like own the movie's rights or anything. I'm not making the sequel, although I could probably do a better job. But
ooh.
Yeah, I'm gunning for you, set. Snyder.
You got fired, remember? So all I have to do to make a successful Green Lantern or Justice League movie is not get fired.
But I thought it was so weird that apparently they put the original John Williams score in, and the Danny Elfman Batman score for Superman and Batman in it, right?
And I was like, wait till you see it.
Oh, sure, but I was like, that's kind of strange. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute, they really at this point. I don't care how well used it is, right? That is like the definition of borrowing credibility, right?
Let's go Lucky Landing right at the end.
Okay. Like, wouldn't it be great if they just for the next Justice League movie they were like, well, Ben Affleck really wants out, so it's Michael Keaton. About halfway through digging shovel into soil, someone goes, oh, turns out we don't actually have permission to dig up Christopher Reeve. And all the Warner Brothers executives go home. Aww.
But we do have permission to dig up the guy who got shot by the mob.
Do we have permission to dig up Brandon Ruth? I don't think he's dead. Well, we're still gonna dig him up.
Yo, Adam. Just... That is a guy who was so... I mean, you give him all credit. He's not a bad actor by any means. But he was so desperate to play... He was so desperate.
He was so desperate to play... Oh! It was great. It was my new favorite podcast moment.
But no, it was clear that he really wanted in on the superhero thing. And probably because he's a fan. Like, from my understanding, is that he actually is a fan of comics.
I quite like him in... Really... Like, I haven't seen... I know he's mostly in Arrow, and I haven't seen a lot of Arrow, but he's been in The Flash as well, and I've liked him every time he's been in that.
Yeah, he's good. And not even so much like the big two. His moment in Scott Pilgrim is actually one of the better moments of that film as well.
Yeah, I like Brandon Routh. Well, do you know what? I'll say this. I don't actually dislike Superman Returns. I think that's... I think that movie has problems. Like, have you ever... It's the only movie I've ever seen that has a crush on another movie. You know... You know when you've got that friend at school and they have like... They develop like almost like a crush on the cool kid. And they start dressing like them, and they start saying things they say. They get in with, like, the popular kids, things like that. Or the kid who like, goes away to stay with his uncle for a weekend and comes back having heard of Bob Dylan for the first time. Starts playing the harmonica. You know what I mean?
Is this how you got into Bob Dylan?
Oh, pretty much. But, like, that's Superman Returns, right? Like, Bryan Singer went away and he watched Superman the movie and Superman 2, and he was like, someone should make a Superman movie like that. again, you know, and the executives are like, yeah, we think we need something with like the same heart as that, someone to take that kind of perspective. And he goes, no, what you need is a direct sequel to Superman 2. But now.
Right. Yeah, but what about Superman 3 and 4?
No.
A direct sequel.
And what you should do is you should cast a guy who looks eerily like Christopher Reeve. Like, not a lot when you look closely at him, but just when you first see him, he should just look a lot... Okay, perfect. What about Lois Lane? Well, what we should do is just get someone who's completely the wrong age, type, style, look, or performance in every way from Margot Kidder. Nothing like her. Completely different. Oh, no similarity at all.
Who played
Kate Bosworth.
Lois Lane? Kate Bosworth. Wow.
She was so bad. Like, I'm sure she's a terrific actress, by the way, because it's not her fault, right? At all. Mm-hmm. But, like, I'm one of those people who, like, some people pick up on this, some people don't. I'm not one of those people who goes, oh, they were so miscast. You know what I mean? So long as it's, like, competent, what I tend to pay more attention to is, like, the writing, right? The directing, things like that. Mostly, I think most roles could be pulled off by most actors, so long as it's, like, reasonable. She, to me, is the classic example of someone who is miscast. She is not Lois Lane, to me, at all. Mm-hmm. Not even a little bit. Aside from anything, she's really whiny. Like, I realize that the idea with that movie, and I think the setup for that movie is actually quite good as a premise, right? Superman goes away for a while, doesn't tell anybody he's going away, he just fucks off. He's like, bye!
No, it's Superman. It's Superman, the absentee father. You know,
right?
Who hasn't wanted to see that movie?
He comes back to find that the world has had to get by without him, and that the woman he loves and the person he cares about the most has kind of championed the idea, partly because I'm sure she had to, championed the idea that the world should be able to get by without Superman, right?
Right.
And then what the movie basically does is that is a really interesting premise to me, because it's true, right? Mm-hmm. Like, Superman, if he existed, would in some ways be like a stunt to society, right?
Right.
And then the movie goes, yeah, but what we should do is have Lois Lane sort of, rather than ever make the intellectual case, she should just behave like a petulant brat about it the whole time. And then Superman... She should... Sorry, carry on.
She should absolutely act like the stereotypical spurned woman. Right?
And then Superman, who's supposed to be, like, pretty smart guy, right? Also a professional journalist. Also someone who always sees the best in humanity, and his father's like, you know, they're a good people, Kal-El. They wish to be. They only need a light to shine the way. That's the famous Jor-El quote, right? And he goes, why'd you write the article, Lois? Why'd you do it? I'm Superman.
Who's this guy? Cyclops? Are you fucking kidding me?
But he does. Like, Clark Kent comes back and acts himself insulted that after he abandons the planet, she would write an article saying, yeah, we got to figure out a way to get by without him, so, you know.
Although at a certain point, I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you that his response to that is a little ridiculous. But I can sort of see his point, right? He at that point, forgetting Superman 3 and 4, like, he has saved the planet twice, right? Like, it's like, are you really my 2 times saving the planet only offers me 6 months? Are you kidding me? Like,
no, he's been gone for like 5 years at that point in that movie.
Do they ever explicitly? I guess, because like the kid's like 3 or 4, right?
Oh, at least. Do you know what else really bugs me about that movie? Like, I'm not one of those people who says things like, oh, what, Lois Lane can't tell that when he's got his glasses on, he's no longer Superman? I know it's dumb, but that's something you have to embrace. That's a level of suspension of disbelief you have to get used to with Superman, right? That's an acceptable part.
With all superhero films. With all superhero.
But what I refuse to believe...
Marvel doesn't even try.
What I refuse to believe, right, is that Superman leaves the planet for 5 years without telling anybody he's on a spiritual quest. But he remembers to, before he leaves, tell everybody that Clark Kent's going traveling, and then nobody gets a letter or a postcard or a message or anything from Clark Kent for 5 years. And then on the day Superman comes back, Clark Kent just comes back and no one goes, huh.
Well, this is convenient.
Master Hurt says, are you going to drink the shield? This isn't a shield. It's Juju, I think. Oh, yeah, that was worth it.
Juju.
What's it called?
This is bad slurp juice?
Slurp juice, there we go. But yeah.
This is some bad juju right here.
But I do think Superman Returns also has some really, really nice moments.
I mean,
weirdly,
I will say that the nice thing about Superman Returns is that we do get to see a very heroic Superman.
Yes.
Right? Not necessarily the deeds, but his personality is that of a very heroic person.
right.
And here's the thing. This is a point of contention between me and Owen. I think you get just as many moments of superheroism in Man of Steel as you do in...
I think...
It's just the personality difference. There is a distinct personality difference.
I think Brandon Routh is not the problem with Superman Returns at all.
No. Absolutely not.
Kate Bosworth might be. I also don't think Kevin Spacey's that good.
Yeah, no, I don't like Kevin Spacey in it.
But I also think he's doing
I do love that line. That did become a meme for a bit. I do love that. Oh, just go ahead. Just say it. Superman will stop you. Wrong! I love that. I fucking love that.
I do too. But the problem is Kevin Spacey's playing the Gene Hackman Lex Luthor, who I also don't... I love Superman the movie, but Superman the movie, when that was made, Gene Hackman was still a mad scientist... Gene Hackman was a mad scientist who fought Superman. Lex Luthor in the comics...
338, we got people.
Lex Luthor in the comics at that time was still a mad scientist who mostly fought Superman in a robot suit. Like, that was his thing. So I don't hugely care for that. I do, in Superman Returns, however, really enjoy Parker Posey's character. There's a brilliant bit where they carve a little bit of the Kryptonian crystal and drop it in some water to see what it does. Mm-hmm. And she goes, and it does nothing. She goes, gee, this is really something. Like,
oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh, I'm down.
And he goes, give it time. And they wait a bit longer and nothing happens. And she goes, gee, this is really something, Lex. It just makes me laugh every time. And there's that brilliant bit where Superman saves her and she plants it's like a fake runaway car.
Yeah.
And Superman saves her, and I think she sort of... She distracts him while they steal some kryptonite. And the next time you see her, she comes into the hideout and she says, you said, pretend the brakes were cut, Lex. Pretend. I always like that bit a lot. Actually, it's just very funny.
I felt really bad for, Cal Penn's character?
Oh god, which one was that?
He just played like a henchman.
Oh.
There's that bit where he enacts his first the big crystal plan, where it creates the big island, and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, that's gonna fall on you. It just falls on him.
But I do like the whole idea of using the crystals to make an island that's basically made out of kryptonite. So as soon as he gets down there, he's just fucked.
Right.
But then later on, they just go, oh, by the way, he can just lift this now, even though it's made of kryptonite.
Right. He's overpowering it, you know.
They do make some strange mistakes. It's a very unusual film. There are some great bits about it. The scenes where, I think the whole rescue scenes with the plane are actually quite good.
Yeah.
Let's do Snobby Shaws.
Okay.
Do you know who I think's actually the best cast in Superman Returns? I think Frank Langella is a great Perry White. And Perry White is a very underrated role because it's a big.
Yeah.
If you get it right, it really lifts that. It really lifts that whole thing up. Like, and you can do it so many different ways. Like, Smallville had Michael McKean as Perry White, and has him as this basic. He's almost like a fake news journalist writing for like the National Enquirer who comes to Smallville basically with an intention of exposing Clark Kent.
You know, say what you will about Man of Steel. I thought Lawrence Fishburne actually does pretty well.
I think he's the best thing in the film. I liked him in Batman vs. Superman too, but I think Batman vs. Superman is a stronger film than Man of Steel.
Oh, good. Oh, sir.
But to me, Man of Steel has nothing...
I'm not starting this argument again.
To me, Man of Steel just has nothing redeemable about its plot or its writing. I think Lawrence Fishburne's really good. I'd rather have had Lawrence Fishburne as Superman at this stage. Like, I think he'd be great. He'd be great as Superman. I'd take a black Superman happily, and I think he'd be great at it as an older Superman. Because sure. I've said before, I would love to see an older Superman. I keep saying I want to see the Superman movie with Tom Hanks now as Superman. I think that'd be great casting.
Like, okay, I don't know if I ever talked about it on the podcast at all, but me and a couple of my buddies actually came up with an idea for a Justice League movie that didn't require a whole series of movies to set up the universe. That I still, to this day, think would be a better film than what they are suggesting. I say, do away with all the other films, all the other DC universe stuff, right? What you do is
I killed the guy, but I think his partner might be around here.
I'm coming. I'm not too far away from you. You do away with all the DCU stuff, and what you do is you
except Wonder Woman. We can keep that.
Yeah, keep Wonder Woman. But you basically establish a world. You don't need to, have a movie to establish this. You just basically state, "Hey, the Justice League existed."
Yeah.
Right? And what you do is you set it far enough in the future where the Justice League has been there, they've operated, and they've actually saved the day. Right? The world is a peaceful place. Crime has been eliminated to a point where it is easily regulated by police, and everything is pretty good. It is the utopia.
I realize this is a comedy, but do it like The Incredibles.
Right. And here's the thing: I don't even say you suggest they outlawed heroes at a certain point.
Oh no,
right?
but they disbanded. They weren't needed anymore.
Right. And that's the case, is that they did their job, but what you do is you introduce a threat that is big enough, right? It doesn't have to be Darkseid or anything like that. You can even get away with something like Brainiac. Oh shit. Where does that gun check come from?
Have you got guns?
I have a pistol. Do you have anything for me? No.
I have a pistol, a revolver, and this assault rifle, but I'm keeping the assault. Do you want anything else?
No, I'm good.
Alright, should we just move on? Should we just break down this wall and just run away?
Yeah. Break down the walls!
Fill me up inside!
But yeah, you just establish a threat that's big enough to bring...
Hello to Blanche, by the way.
Okay, we need the Justice League again. And then you have a case of the Justice League who are all older, right? You have, mid-50s Batman. You have a
we pretty much have that now, though, right? Like, that's the Batman we've got, right? Right. Which is the best thing about Batman vs. Superman, I think.
Right. I would agree. But you have Superman who's been out in Kansas farming for the last 20 years.
Right, the Kingdom Come Superman, basically.
Yeah, you have a Wonder Woman who actually started a family with Steve Trevor and whatnot. You know, you have a Flash who is married to Iris. He got his dad out of prison. They all know that they're older and they aren't at the prime, but they recognize the threat and say, okay, we're gonna have our last stand. It's the Magnificent Seven, right? It's a group of heroes. It's a group of heroes who are coming together for one last stand. They know that maybe they make it, maybe they don't, but they have to give humanity a shot. And that's the move you make. And don't be afraid to kill some of them off, right? Just be like,
right.
Okay,
well, that's the problem,
Batman
isn't it?
dies,
Everything has to be a franchise now.
Yeah, and that sucks.
That's why I'm always saying the Spider-Man movie I really want to see is Spider-Man cast we've never seen before, and it's just Spider-Man's out on patrol and a crime happens. Not the origin again. Mm-hmm. Because the problem is, I don't think they realize the origin stories always do well because the origin stories are really strong stories that appeal to everybody, and then the sequels always suck unless you're doing it for like the first time, like Sam Raimi had the ability to do. The sequels always suck because you very rarely, if you're not that talented, you don't get to the heart of a story. Because, the other thing is, people forget, like, the reason Spider-Man 2 is such a good film is Sam Raimi did not do Dr. Octopus as he was done in the comics. He just took it very much to basics. Guy accidentally gets connected to his arms, and he's a scientist. How do we then make a story out of that? Like, he doesn't do German accent. He doesn't make him a kidnapper. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He did Dr. Octopus by being absolutely true to the concept of who that character is, but without taking any of the baggage of who that character is in a wider sense, right?
Right.
And that's how you do a comic adaptation. That's what they did with Wonder Woman. Mm-hmm. Do you know, it's such a... I want to say something, because I really didn't like Man of Steel. I don't like Batman vs. Superman. When I say I think Batman vs. Superman is a better film than Man of Steel, really all I'm saying is there were things I enjoyed in Batman vs. Superman, you know? Like, that's it. I didn't like Suicide Squad. I haven't seen Justice League yet, so I can't really judge it. And I liked Wonder Woman. But I do think it's worth saying, I don't go into it wanting not to like the next DC one, which is something you see a lot of DC people arguing that, we're just biased against DC. We're Marvel fanboys. No, I love Superman. I really love Superman comics. I like Batman. I would love good DC movies. They just aren't making any.
Yeah, the problem is even the good ones, with the exception of Wonder Woman, who I think has a good film on its own, right? Because if you really think about Wonder Woman, there's so little about that film that actually connects it to the rest of the universe,
right?
So honestly, it could be its own standalone film, and it's good. The problem with like DC right now is that even the ones that I enjoy kind of have some qualifiers. You know, like here's the thing: I actually enjoy Justice League, but it's only after I determined in my own head that, this is a pretty good episode of the Justice League cartoon. You know. Once I established that in my own head, I'm like, this is pretty good. But I had to basically go, this isn't a good film. It's a good adaptation of a cartoon.
There's other weird problems too. Like, this shouldn't be a problem, but DC are kind of killing it on TV right now.
Yeah, they really are.
And I hate to say this, but I would rather watch... I don't care if he's not that caliber of actor. I would rather watch TV Barry Allen in the Justice League movie.
Yeah, and he's good. And that's the problem, is that, what's his name? Gustin
Gustin Grant?
Grant Gustin. Grant Gustin. There we go. Bye, Master Hurst. Thank you for joining it. If you like this, please like and subscribe.
Yeah, I would rather watch him.
Yeah, and a lot of people suggested that. Like, hey... And nothing against Ezra. Was it Ezra Miller? Is that his name?
Yeah, well, I haven't seen him yet, but why have two?
He wasn't bad. He honestly wasn't bad.
I hate that suit, though. I have to say.
I didn't mind the suit.
The problem with the Justice League movie costumes for me is they look like, you know, when they started re-releasing a lot of characters as action figures in the 90s, and they were like, alright, they need to be fucking big, and have, like, shoulder pads. They look like that.
Know what the problem with the Justice League movie costumes are? They're not consistent. It feels like they picked and chose costumes from comic books they liked. So they picked the Flash costume they liked from the New 52. They picked Batman's costume from Dark Knight Rises, right? Because they like that. I don't know fucking why.
Such an ugly Batman suit as well. And it doesn't look good on a normal-sized human being.
No. They picked the Wonder Woman costume from that run of, I want to say, what was it? Gail Simone and Nicola Scott, when they did Wonder Woman. That's kind of what her suit looked like. Cyborg, I feel like they took it from Teen Titans, the cartoon.
It really does look like that. Oh god, I'm gonna die.
And I'm coming. I didn't realize you were in a fight. I'm on my way. Stay alive. Stay alive. I killed him.
Hey, well, I got one of them. While you were talking, I was like, I'm just gonna sneak up and kill these guys. Why not? And then I may have died, but I was worried. Yeah, no, I agree, and I think what they think they're doing is, you know how we say about the Marvel movies, that was me. You know how they say in the Marvel movies, like, oh, they just pick styles and then they try and make them fit later on? But that's not what they did in the Avengers, you know? Like...
Right, no, Avengers had a consistency.
Right, like, they don't... Winter Soldier is a very different movie to, Iron Man. But when they put him in the same movie, you know, they didn't take the Winter Soldier... they didn't take the Captain America the First Avenger Captain America suit and have him wear that in the Avengers. You know?
Right.
Now, I know you're not a big fan of the suit that he wore, but...
I really am not.
Right, but it would have been... It's more fitting to that movie than the same one he wore in Winter Soldier or Captain America would have been, you know?
Well, you know what I really don't like about his costume? Is... Like, I wasn't going to like that costume regardless. What really annoyed me was that I think they themselves realized it was a bad costume and gave us that really fucking stupid, like trying to legitimize it.
Right.
Like, well, maybe people need an icon or whatever. It's like, yeah, but if that was the case, what's the deal with everyone else's costume, right? Like Black Widow's running around like with her tits hanging out in a black leather cat suit. Hawkeye is running around basically wearing a tank top.
Oh, we got some people, 75.
Okay. You know, it doesn't fit. Like, why is Captain America the only one who has to be an icon, right? It's just a bad suit. Just admit that, it was a bad suit. I would actually be more on board with that suit if there was a line saying, yeah, we kind of ran out of time designing this one. You know?
Do you know what I always think's kind of strange?
I'm just going to try to sneak up on him.
Yeah, I'll come with. I always think it's kind of strange that there's no reference to Captain America in Iron Man 3 when they talk about the Iron Patriot suit. Like, wouldn't that have been a really good opportunity to say, hey, no, Captain America's got people, you know, we're going for the Captain America thing, you know? But they never mentioned that. And that would tie that together a little bit, because I like the Iron Patriot suit. I think it's funny, do you know what I mean? I think it's the idea that the government gets hold of an Iron Man suit and they just paint it like Captain America is very funny to me. Right. But, you know, they don't capitalize on that.
Let's just be real quiet about it.
Shit, I'm falling down the hill.
I did the same thing. I say we just hide out underneath their little structure.
Oh shit.
Oh.
No, they spotted me.
Did they?
Yeah. That's why they're firing rockets at me, John. Let's tell you this.
Really?
Yes, they
They're
really,
firing rockets
really
at-
are firing rockets at me, Jonathan.
Well, I didn't realize that was coming from them. That seems like a really dumb idea to shoot rockets straight down. Like, I think they would have been better served.
Hello to Baby Alive Girl. How you doing? Welcome. Oh, I'm outside the damn circle.
Good. I am hiding in their own structure right now.
Ah, good luck. Why would you waste rockets? Why wouldn't you save your rockets for the end?
That's what I was saying. That's why I was like, really? They're shooting at you with rockets? Like, if you come to me, Owen, we have a pretty good hiding spot right here. I'm not gonna lie. Just be very quiet about it.
I believe they're firing at me again.
Just get to me, Owen. You can do it. Uh-oh.
Where are you? Oh, shit. Yeah, I fell down that thing again.
Oh, they got me. They got me.
Oh, pretty
They
good
found me.
hiding spot, eh, John?
The bunny squad found me. Don't go there. Just, you know what? Just play it cool. Play cool, champ. Just head further into the circle, find a spot to hide out, and just wait it. You got 8 other people. Just maybe they kill themselves off a little. Yeah, but they've also made themselves a huge target, so the other teams are coming from there too.
Yeah, but we're right on the edge of the circle.
I'm on the edge of glory.
Going
Baby Alive Girl says,
in a blaze
"Hey
of
guys, I just
glory."
woke up. Hey guys, I just woke up from a 2.5-hour nap and multiple good dreams. It was a
And
good
boy,
nap.
am my
All
arms tired.
Tell us about your dreams. Why not? Assuming that they are.
Oh yeah, hello.
Assuming that they are. Fuck it. Just tell us your dreams. This is a adult stream. We swear all the time. So just.
Oh god.
Yeah. Let's just stay there. Get out of there, man. Hello to Sam Foreman. We're just playing a little Fortnite right here. For those of you who are enjoying the stream, please like and subscribe. We appreciate it. I know I haven't talked about it in a while, but we still have some goals, some subscriber goals that we are working towards and are in the works, assuming we get the subscribers that we want. It sounds like Owen's having some good dreams of his own. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no.
I don't think anybody knows I'm here.
Oh god. Owen to your left. I hear that rocket.
Rocket. Going down in a blaze of glory.
Rocket Man, shooting out his fuel out here alone.
And I think it's gonna be a long time till touchdown brings me around again
to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no. I'm a rocket man.
Rocket Man, burning up his fuels out here
alone.
Mars ain't the kind of place to raise a kid.
In fact, it's cold as hell.
And I'm gonna be... Whoa! Hey, top 4, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, alright.
Should we see how these guys do?
Yeah, let's watch it out. Let's see how they go. I'm watching Salman!
Salman! Yeah, me too. Go, Salman, go! Go, Salman, go! Hammer Man, Hammer. Do you remember the MC Hammer cartoon where he had talking shoes?
Yes.
We talked about that before.
Yes. Master Hearst says, build! Just let you know,
Master
Master Hearst...
said bilf. Bilf! Building I'd like to fuck.
Sears Tower. Just to let you guys know, we are on a bit of delay, so
your advice is useless. Keep it to yourself.
Yeah. Oh, it's getting real. Come on, Salman!
Shuffle, Salman!
Oh, Salman died. We're now watching Garwa Saru. Oh, and he won the game. They won.
Hold on.
Look at them.
Salman, no!
You had a good run, though. I appreciate what you did there.
It briefly worked.
We're not good at this.
No. We had one win.
We've had one win.
It's really weird, because I said that and then John just said the same thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, floating pickaxe.
How about that?
Ghost! Oh.
Oh.
I've been playing The Sims recently, and every so often when people leave, like I invite people over for social events, when they leave, their body will glitch and just their shadow will leave, and it looks like a spider ghost, like shuffling out of the house. It's hilarious.
Right. The Sims. Alright, let's go tilt the towers. I want a little action.
Non-stop! Action! Action! Action!
Saturday night's alright for fighting. Get a bit of action in.
Saturday! Saturday! I just bought that song on Rocksmith. It's really boring to play. I was expecting a lot of really good fun. And I also bought, I would like to
Rusted Root?
Yeah, you know that song?
Rusted Root? Yeah. Oh, mercy.
No, that song's called
Carry on,
I
my boy.
would like to but tell you to run. That's
I don't mean to get racial here, but that is a song that if you play it in a bar, and I've witnessed this happen, alright, if you play that in a bar, literally only the white people in that bar are gonna be like, like nodding their heads and shit. It's I'm down.
why exactly?
Because it's a really dumb song that's only popular because of like white college students in the early 90s who were playing hacky sack and burning incense. Like that's...
I would like to... What I want to know is, why is he going around holding hands with people like Donald Trump? I would like to hold your little hand.
Little hand. Say.
I'm gonna tell you to run. It's a weirdly sinister song, isn't it? I'm gonna tell you to run. What people don't realize is it's about a futuristic nature preserve where rich people hunt nature's most deadly prey. Man.
And a tease.
I like that. Didn't you get the memo? Yeah, sir, I've made you a futuristic game reserve where you can hunt nature's most deadly prey. Manatees. No, I said man. Oh, I thought it was strange you wanted to hunt manatees in a game preserve with no water. They're just there out on the plains.
I want to do it again. I want to do $50 again.
Okay.
One more time.
Yeah, what you've actually done, Winchester, is beach 30 manatees outside my cabin.
Winchester. This isn't hunting. I'm putting them out of their misery.
He comes back in 30 minutes later, having not fired a single shot. Have you ever seen the sea cow's eyes, Winchester? They're hauntingly beautiful.
I can't do it. I just can't do it. You do it, Winchester. But sir, I've already destroyed my soul. Then you're the perfect person to do this.
Oh,
As
look,
you
that
wish,
one out
sir.
there's giving birth.
Sir, give me the gun.
Those
Just give me the
carbs are
gun.
never going to survive.
Bang.
He just kills himself. So, Winchester, I see you've only fired one oh my god.
Oh, Winchester.
You were my worst assistant.
Oh, God. I don't like where I am. I don't like this.
Just keep it together, champ.
Although I managed to get myself on a floor that has no access, so that's nice. Oh, I was wrong. There is a staircase.
Oh god, I can hear a chest. Oh, where is it? Punch it, Chewie! Oh, there it is.
Alright, I kind of want to come towards you, but I kind of don't.
Maybe once we're done streaming.
Umbase.
Potato run! I'm gonna say,
Mamsa.
I would like to.
Fuck me. What the hell is going on in my building? There's just explosions everywhere. But not on my floor, which is equally as distressing.
Ooh, I got a sniper rifle.
Great. Alright, so I'm gonna come to you. You watch me, alright? Just watch my approach.
Okay, I'm covering you. I can see the side of the building you're in. I can't really cover you yet. Okay, there's someone building on the ground near you. They're coming into the building you're in, John. Run, run, run!
I'm out, I'm coming towards you.
Oh, run! He should have
God.
been from behind!
Yeah, he sure
You're
is,
down,
Owen.
John.
Thanks for covering me. Oh, fucking grenade. Shoot him, Owen! Safety! Oh, you're gonna die.
Shit! Oh, shit! Oh! It's all kicking off!
I should have stayed. I should have stayed.
Leave him, John. He's not worth it.
Greg your room says, dude, use a slurp juice. You had a slurp juice and you didn't use it?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go
I'll
again.
save
I
it
want
for
to go
you,
back
Jonathan.
I want to go back to the towers. I want to survive. Once. If we can survive the towers just once, I'll consider it a win.
I've just decided I am not responding to backseat Fortniters anymore. It's not worth it. You can sit there and explain to people, why didn't you use the shotguns? I don't know, because I was a bit flustered, I was just choosing what I was doing, I was midway trying to choose if I should revive or not, blah 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 blah. I don't know. Do you never make... You people watching, do you guys never make mistakes in games, like, you know, or die? Because I don't get it. Hey, why didn't you shoot the guy and win? Oh, good. No, I'll do that next time. Thanks. Hey, why didn't you try and survive until last? Oh, is that how you play?
Yeah, Gregory, the guy who admitted to coming in third. Third?
I really want that rabbit to die.
I never noticed it till the other day. The dance is Turk. It's Turk's dance from Scrubs.
Which one?
The one where he's trying out for the acapella group, or not the acapella group.
But there are multiple different dances.
No, it's the one. It's the one he does the tryout for the
air band.
Ted's air band. I'm sorry, Greg. We didn't mean to come off mean to you. It's just.
Speak for yourself. I did. Fuck you, Greg. No, I like you, Greg. Don't worry, I'm only kidding.
We love you, Greg. Yeah.
We love you, Greg. We love you too much, Greg.
I know where you live, Greg.
Yeah, I know where you live, Greg. Another of those hilarious podcast quotes you can expect available on t-shirts now from the Those Are Biscuits merchandise store. I know where you live, Greg.
Look, if we ever get to the point where we have merchandise, I want it to be, I know where you live, Greg.
Well, it will be. As long as we still know where Greg lives.
Oh, I'll never forget where Greg lives.
Gregory Honey says, I live overseas. Ha. Well, I got a boat.
Ha! Got a kill.
I'm just gonna stick around on this rooftop here.
Fuck! Oh, I'm down.
Hey, looks like someone else got a kill too.
I almost got him. I almost had him.
Yeah, alright, Killer Croc.
Funny thing is, Owen lives overseas for me as well, so I'll just use Owen.
What if I just chill out on this rooftop, if I could just hang around here?
Yeah, I bet you could. If you's a bitch.
Yeah?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, 8 people just died.
But yeah, don't worry, Greg. Don't worry. You're fine. You're fine. We will find you, but you're fine right now. I just Googled how to get on the dark web, so yeah, wait for that. Come on, Owen. You can do it. There's only 54 other people out there. You can do it. Dude, seriously, get into a building and set that trap up, like, immediately. Someone will walk into that. Set up. Alright, now, walk out and close the door. The other door. Gregory Hearn says, okay, then that escalated quickly. Well, that's how we play here, alright? We
Don't
go
start
hard.
nothing, won't be nothing. In the words of Will Smith in the movie Men in Black.
And every other Will Smith movie in some capacity.
It's his I'll be back.
My name is Savannah says, good evening. Good evening, Savannah.
No, that person's name is My Name is Savannah.
Yes, good evening, my name is Savannah. She asks, how's your day been? Not bad. I've had a pretty decent day. Not bad. Sorry, I don't know why my voice cracked there, but... It's actually been pretty good. I kind of had a productive day. Other than drinking at a brewery, I also did some writing, so that's fun.
At a brewery.
I just believed I was writing, but really I was just moving my finger in the air like cursive writing, like. Ah.
Savannah says, "Call me Savannah if you want, not my username." No, we call people by their usernames here.
Yeah, my name is Savannah. All right, we respect the decision that you made when you signed up for YouTube. All right, those are big steps in people's lives, you know. You know, get your driver's license. You graduate high school. You graduate college. You find someone you love. You get married. Have kids. Live a long, successful life. Make a YouTube username. You know, these are life moments that we think are the cornerstone of society. So, there you go.
Do you guys have the Wombles over there?
Nope. Is that disease? It's like, oh, I got a nasty case of the Wombles today.
No.
Oh!
Shit! What did you shoot me with?
A gun?
So the Wombles is a series of children's books and then a children's TV show, and it's about these little hairy creatures, a little bit like Ewoks, kind of, not quite, and they live on Wimbledon Common, which is a like a moor near Wimbledon. And the idea is they go out and they're very British little creatures. They're led by a family called by a Womble called Great Uncle Bulgaria, and they
As you do.
The idea is they go out and they collect litter to keep Wimbledon Common clean, and then the stories are all little stories of how they have adventures and things with the things they find on Wimbledon Common. So it's a series of stories, children's books about little animals trying to figure out how human things are used. Does that make sense? So, like, there's an episode where they learn to play golf from a how to play golf book they find discarded and things like that. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And one of the things is all the Wombles are named after place names, because what they explain in the book is Wombles don't get names until they get to about 10 years old, and prior to that they're all just called Young Womble. And then when they get to 10 years old, they go to Great Uncle Bulgaria's study. And they have to look at his atlas, and they pick. They have to pick a name, you know. So, and then the book explains, you know. So some Wombles spend long hours searching through the place names, trying to pick the name that's just right for them. Others flip through the book and place their finger at random, in hope that fate will pick the most suitable name. Which is how Bungo got his name. Just always makes me laugh. There's a Womble called Orinoco and Tobamarian. Yeah, it's a nice series of books, actually.
Where is Orinoco?
It's a river. I believe I think it's in South America, actually.
Okay. I'm just kind of curious where Enya got the name from. To be honest, for the longest time, I thought that song Orinoco Flow referred to an ocarina.
It's a river. Really it's a river that goes between Venezuela and Colombia.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I seriously thought that Enya's song was all about the flute, which really confused me because I never heard a flute in that song. So I was like, why is it called But that's ocarina. My bad.
Yeah, but the ocarina is now that is a Zelda thing. That's the only context the instrument still exists.
Oh God, I'm gonna get killed.
How many people do you think were crushingly disappointed when they learned to play their ocarina for the first time and weren't actually able to travel through time with it?
I don't know. Ah, fuck, I'm dead.
Where were you?
The place of my death? I don't know.
But you're a real help. Thanks, John.
Okay, Greg. Alright. Greg says... Fine. You know what? Yeah, this next game, I'm gonna... Let's just take Greg's advice and let's see what happens. Since Greg is so keen on giving us advice. Alright, Greg. So whatever happens next is on you. You understand that, Greg? This is on you. So,
and then when we die, we can officially declare Greg bad at Fortnite.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright, so factory near Dust Depot. Got it.
The 3 factories near Dusty Depot. They're not factories.
No, but they're near. Not the actual
Well, what
depots.
are they? I don't remember those.
Dusty Depot or the bread loaves?
Right, but where are the 3 factories near Dusty Depot? Are you sure he's not talking about the actual depot?
No.
Alright.
Because I think there's 3 buildings in that area.
Well, do you know what? If he's explained it wrong, that also means we get to say he sucks.
Yeah, absolutely. Savannah gave us a challenge. Owen, describe Jonathan in 3 words, and then I will do the same. Alright, where is Dusty Depot? Where is it?
Is he talking about these things?
Like right here? I put a marker down. Oh, okay, no, you put a marker down. Alright, yeah, let's go there.
Alright. Poor misguided Greg. Three words to describe John. My podcast co-host. Savannah says, I think he needs the 3 buildings in it. Well, so do I, but that's not what he said, so he should phrase it better.
Here we go. Coming into the...
Yeah, we're not alone.
No, I know. I know. I am in a very precarious situation.
Die!
There, I killed one.
I killed one too with my pick.
Alright, we killed that team. Alright, you stay there. I got some health for you.
It's alright, I'm applying bandages now.
Okay.
Do you know what would be really, really, really sad and upsetting for me? If we now won.
Are you saying we just throw it?
Yeah, Greg, you look what you did.
Is that you banging around in there?
Yeah. You know it, baby.
Alright. Settle down.
If this truck's a rockin', don't come a knockin'. Which is always a strange phrase to me, because presumably if it's a rockin', you want them to knock first.
There's a gun. Up here, if you don't have one.
No, I got one.
Okay.
Savannah says, you'll most probably not win while playing with John. Well, do you know what?
Wow!
Well, to be fair, that's true. But I'll most certainly probably not win whilst playing without John either, so...
In fact, the only win that Owen has is playing with me, alright? So, his chances are actually... Ow!
Shit.
Fuck me.
How the hell did you detonate these things?
I don't know.
Oh, God, that's how...
Fuck you. I know what you're coming. Ow! Where do these people come from? Get out of there, Owen. Just get out. They've infiltrated. Run. Oh, that's not a good idea. You are in the blast zone.
I know. It's gonna be worth it though, right?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, if this works. If this fucking works. They're probably behind you. No, what you need to do is garner their attention, then run through this area and hope for the best. This is so stupid. Savannah says John's from the UK, isn't he? Yeah, I am.
Oh, damn it!
Alright, it's official. Greg sucks at Fortnite. Way to go, Greg. No, Savannah, I'm not from the UK. I am from the US.
John, I didn't want to tell you this, but you're adopted. Savannah knows something you don't.
No.
Gregory says you did better than usual, though. No, we didn't.
No. We had a top this time.
We normally make it into, like, the top 10 at least, right?
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Now I know, Greg, you win every time, like every single time without fail. But
it's okay, Greg. Just own it, all right? Just own it, like we do, all right? It's okay. It's okay to be bad at Fortnite, all right? Not everyone can be good. Not everyone can be Ninja and Drake. All right?
Not everyone can be good at advice.
Savannah says it just started pissing it down. I'm assuming you're talking about rain? If not, you need to move.
There's an old joke, isn't there? Do you have that for the expression, it's raining cats and dogs?
Yeah.
It's raining cats and dogs. I know, I've just stepped in a poodle. Yeah, I like that joke.
Retail Road.
Yeah, alright. Let's go to Gregory Town. He's such a good master of the game, he's got a whole town in it named after him.
Hernville. Craig says, all right. One of my friends spent $100 on Fortnite. That's a
stupid
weird
thing
way
to do.
spend $100. Yeah.
There we go, I finished the sentence for you, John. Waste of money.
Poor priorities.
There's a chest on top of the big... Oh, shit! Oh! No! I veered!
Oh, I got a chest. Oh, good. A slurp juice. And a crossbow. Oh, goody.
I'm going for it.
You do you, boo.
You do you, boo.
Oh, I got another chest. Look at me.
Smarter than the average bear. I'm just thinking of Boo Boo now.
That's
gee, I don't know, Boo Boo. Hmm? What?
Yogi.
Yogi. That's a good Boo Boo. I approve.
I don't know if this is a good idea, Yogi.
Gee, boo boo. Joe, have you ever seen the first Yogi Bear cartoon? It opens with legitimately an amazingly funny joke. Yogi's bored. He's talking to Boo Boo. And he goes, "Oh, I'm sick of this, Boo Boo. Every day it's the same thing. Look at the bears, look at the bears, look at the bears." And then this car drives past full of a family and they're going, "Look at the bears, look at the bears, look at the bears." I think it's great.
Oh, God. I'm down.
How the hell did you change material and why can't I do it? Whoa, what?
Oh, Jesus.
One more? Let's pick the last one, right?
Yeah, one of the last ones. I don't know. I'm having a good time. I'll leave it up to you when we end today. Let's see here. Gregory, or Savannah says, "Sorry, you probs don't know what that means, and yes, it's raining hard." Fair enough. We had some snow here earlier today, so that's fun.
I thought Wisconsin always had snow.
Yeah, it kind of does. Gregory Hearn says, "What if we lived in an alternate universe where people cared about your Fortnite wins? Not this universe." I don't know, that's kind of this universe too these days.
Yeah. I mean, that's the universe. Yeah, I'd quite like to live in the universe where people don't care about your Fortnite wins. If I could move from this universe to that one, I would. I mean, I already live in a universe where I don't care about your Fortnite wins.
Alright, let's play the way we used to. Let's go Wailing Woods. Alright, way off in the... But yeah, if it was a universe where your Fortnite wins actually mattered in terms of, like, social status and ability to live, I would probably give way more shit about winning at Fortnite. But the truth is, we don't live in that universe, so I don't care.
Imagine living in a universe where people who talked about Bitcoin weren't annoying.
Ugh. You know what the worst thing about Bitcoin is? And cryptocurrency in general?
The fact that it's obviously a massive swindly con.
Well, that, and also, like, you can't talk about blockchain without talking about cryptocurrency. Blockchains are actually really fascinating to me. I think those are really interesting concept. But it has been tied so closely with cryptocurrency that you can't really discuss it at all. Like, the thing is, like, blockchain has been used already for some really cool stuff. But it's also been used for fucking Bitcoin, which that's all people care about. And so it really fucks with the narrative. So yeah, there's that. Hello.
Do you also hate the movie It because we can't talk about all the interesting type of clowns you like?
Yeah, I mean, there's that.
Ooh, nice. I got an orange heavy shotgun. It's pretty good.
Nice. I got 2 pistols and a blue shotgun.
I'm king of the maze. Worship me.
But no, I actually watched a really kind of interesting TED Talk. I don't watch a lot of TED Talks.
You talk about a lot of TED Talks.
Do I?
Yeah.
I cannot remember the last time I mentioned a TED Talk. I think you're lying.
But no, you talked about that John Ronson one a lot.
Who?
John Ronson.
Who the fuck's that?
He's the guy. I'll tell you who he is, and then you'll be like, yeah, I do talk about that one a lot. He's the guy who did the TED Talk about Twitter mobs.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that guy. Okay. I don't necessarily care for him or his TED Talk. I think he brought up some points that are actually really interesting.
He's really good, though. He's written some great books.
He wrote that book. I don't think he got it 100% right, but I think he has some good points.
He wrote that book, Them, about them, the secret powers that rule the world, which is about conspiracy theorists. Which is a really good book. And he, I'll tell you what he wrote. He wrote the book.
Is he a conspiracy theorist, or is he?
No, it was a sort of a living among them type book. He wrote that book about psychopaths and about how the psychopath test is sort of flawed, and he wrote his about how there isn't really such a thing as a psychopath, that the test leads to the diagnosis, but a lot of the stuff on the psychopath test you could end up with if you just happen to have a problem with impulse control. You know what I mean?
Okay. Right.
And that was a good book. And I'll tell you what he wrote. Probably the most famous thing is he wrote the book exploring
real quick. Good night, Savannah. She says, I'm going to go to bed. I'm so tired. Good night, John. Good night, Owen. Have a good
night. He wrote The Men Who Stare at Goats, that became that film. About that guy's attempt to teach mind control to the army.
Sure.
He writes books like that about weird people, essentially.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, go to sleep then. My cat's looking at me because I keep resting my legs on her. I think she's actually asleep.
I thought you were talking about Savannah. I'm like, let her be.
No. My cat's, she's fussing because I'm moving near her. I think she's actually asleep with her eyes open.
Let's just stay in the maze. We're in the circle. Let's just stay in the maze.
Yeah, they'll never find us in here.
Well, no one really comes to the maze. That's the thing.
That's true.
You didn't even say goodnight to me. Are you going to bed? Like, if you are, then goodnight. I'm sorry, Greg. Are you trying to give us more advice of how to say goodbye to people?
I'll say goodnight, but then I won't be able to say anything else to you because that'll be goodnight and we'll have gone to bed.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to end this discourse that we've been having? Because my goodnights are final.
Yeah. Good night. Bang.
Jesus, I wasn't going to go that far. But no, like, well,
Greg says, no, it was a joke, dang it. Was it? No, I mean, was it? I don't get it. So I'm being mean now. I love you, Greg. Yeah. We're only having fun.
No, we appreciate you as a person.
Whoa, 75.
Whoa, 75. Oh, I see him.
Should we go for the shot?
Let's wait till he gets in. Oh, he's coming right in. We can jump up behind him if we play our cards right.
That did not go well for him.
No.
Shit.
Oh, shit! Oh, I'm down. Kill Owen! Yeah! Bring me up. I have shield potions and a med kit that I can
I think that was his other partner, right? So we're not going to be...
nice.
We're probably not going to be interrupted. Okay. So you got a med kit?
And, yeah.
I'm going to take the shield potion. Do you have any bandages spare?
No, I don't.
That's okay. Just checking. That went well.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to go try to get back up onto that roof, though. That was a kind of a good spot to be. Oh, shit. We're out of the circle.
We're way out too, but we can probably wait a little bit.
Yeah. No, what I was trying to say is that there's a really nice TED Talk where really the whole point of it was him listing other uses that people have used for blockchain. He wasn't trying to like make a point or anything. Like, he was basically like, look, people don't quite understand what blockchain is. So I'm going to explain it and see what it's been used for. And I'll be honest, I still don't fully understand the ins and outs of it, but seeing what it could be used for, like, seems really cool. And it's a shame that it's so tied to cryptocurrency, because I feel like that is the worst thing that it could be used for.
Right. Do you know what the best TED Talk is? It's a really short one. Like, it's a really, really short one. And it's called "You've Been Tying Your Shoes Wrong."
Okay.
And it's a basic explanation of how there is a way of tying your shoes, and a way which is not communicated in the basic explanation of how to tie your shoelace knots.
Mm-hmm.
And that if your shoelaces come undone a lot, you're probably like looping them around the wrong way. And he basically explains that there is a way of doing the knot so that the shoes come undone really easily, and a way so that they pretty much never do. And it's really good. Mm-hmm. And he just shows you how to do it.
Well, I mean, it's the difference between the bunny method and like the loop-de method, right?
Right. But it's not the kind of thing you think of. You tend to get stuck with the one you got taught. Do you know what I mean?
Right. And like I taught I don't know if it's the bunny method or not, but I'll tell you this way: when I buy new shoes, I generally tie my shoes once.
Right. Then just slip them on and off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I feel like I'm pretty good. I
feel
like I got the right way.
Until you fuck up the back of your shoes.
Right.
And you're like,
right.
That's razor blades coming through the back of my my shoes again now. Hey.
Hey.
I think we should stay here till the circle closes in.
Sure.
Because then anybody who's running in from the circle that way will run past us and we'll shoot them.
We hope.
I also have a sniper rifle if we see anyone up ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I've got some good weapons this game, actually.
Right. So it looks like we still have some people in the chat, at least 5 people.
Even though we were being mean to everybody.
TED Talks aren't anything new. What are some of your guys' favorite TED Talks, if you guys have seen any? Or if you don't know what they are, ask us, and we'll tell you. I remember one that I really liked was like I don't buy into it, and that's kind of the fun thing about TED Talks is that you don't necessarily have to believe what they say.
No,
but seeing people articulate things well is fun in its own right, I think. Because one that I really like, but I don't really believe in. All right, we should move. Was one by what's her name, Elizabeth Gilbert, right? One of my absolute favorite TED Talks, but she discusses how since society has internalized the idea of genius, it has also put way more stress on people to become that. And she discusses, like, back in times of, like, ancient Greece and Rome. Is this a Scott Pilgrim character I'm looking at?
Yeah, that graffiti, I'm always curious about that. We got some building up here. Completed construction.
I feel like they've probably moved on. Anyways, she was talking about in times of like ancient Greece and Rome, genius was an outside force. like a muse almost. Like everyone had their own genius who followed them around and would give them ideas from time to time, and a person who was a quote unquote real genius are those who were able to listen.
Right.
And the idea she basically was trying to get across was, people these days are far less inspired because they hold on to this idea that the inspiration will come from within rather from their outside world. Which I think was a really cool idea that she was getting across. I don't necessarily buy it.
I think there's some truth to it. I've read Stephen King's book on writing, and one of the things he advises is that you have a time in your day where you are writing every day, and that early on it feels like you're forcing it, but that later on, and a lot of people push back against that idea because they say, oh, you can't force inspiration, you can't schedule inspiration. What he says is what you're doing is you're conditioning your brain to write at writing time. And what that does is it lets inspiration come a little more easily because your brain engages with writing mode, you know?
No, I actually kind of, I dig that. I dig that idea because, like, I mean, it's completely opposite, but I'll tell you, I come up with ideas and solutions for my day-to-day job, my 9 to 7, when I'm at work.
Right.
Right?
No, I agree completely. And your inspiration might come from something completely exterior to your writing, but if you're writing regularly, it's going to come more often, even if you're not during your writing session, because you are engaged, you know? I think of more ideas for songs when I'm playing the guitar regularly.
Right.
Oh, I see someone
coming in and out of the storm?
236. 235, they're building.
Okay, we are outside the circle, though, and the storm is coming, so we need to
go. Right, yeah.
Sneak our way in here.
Switch out of my sniper, I think. Ooh, we're in quite a cozy little...
Yeah, but we keep on getting outside the storm. And I'm really annoyed by that. I'd like a good draw here. Oh, we got 11 people left. So 9 opposing people. Alright, it's go time. Concan says, hey! Hey!
Hello to Concan, how you doing? I don't think we should go this way, because this area appears very unguarded. If we go maybe around the... Maybe this way, around the ridge?
Okay, I'll follow you. I'm coming. Alright. Okay, the storm's gonna start moving in on us real quick.
Okay, yeah, fuck it. Let's go. Hold on,
Let's try to see as much...
What if
Alright, we got a minute. We got a minute. Oh, Jesus. Scared the shit out of me with that.
Use it.
Okay,
Shit.
where's that coming from?
To our left, I think?
Yeah.
I'm gonna flank around this building.
Oh, I see where it's coming from. I see where it's coming from. See this ramp?
Yeah.
I think they're up there.
Oh, I see them. I see the gunfire.
Okay, I think we move into the house underneath the stairs.
Okay. That's where the gunfire's coming from, though, that house. But I have this awesome shotgun, so we could try it.
Alright, then you going first.
Shit!
Oh! Alright, move back, move back, move back. I got you. Now, is that a one-time use trap, or...?
No, because it's just reloaded.
Okay, so that's a no-go.
There's from... Oh! Well, I've got a rocket launcher.
Okay.
So, if you can point him out... If we can find him...
Let's see.
Shit!
Oh, Jesus! I found him!
Good. Try and stay alive and get my rocket launcher.
Oh my god, he hit me good. Jesus criminy.
I'm gonna get somewhere where you can come get my rocket launcher once I'm out of the storm.
I cannot. I am.
Right,
Oh,
I am just through this door. There's a rocket launcher. Oh no, yeah, you don't have enough health.
Yeah, no.
Good luck, John.
Thanks.
If you get some health, try and get my rocket launcher. Trust me.
Mm-hmm. That's not gonna happen. Good.
Hello to Fletcher's McConnell. How you doing?
Fuck, I gotta get closer. That's a problem. I gotta make the run for it. Fuck it. Fuck you.
Run, Johnny.
Fuck you, you suck. Damn it.
Should we see how that went? Should we watch the end?
Yeah, let's watch it out. There's 2 more teams. It's 1 against 2, I'm guessing.
See how much better we did when we didn't follow Gregory's advice?
Yeah, Greg. Top 3, again.
We were never gonna beat this guy. I'm watching Sync Hunter. Who are you watching?
Bidu. The guy launching the grenades. Yeah, he had a lot of grenades. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, sir!
Whoa.
Hey, I got the right guy.
Nice. All right.
You were watching Concan, or excuse me, Concan. You were watching Owen.
Should we finish up?
You want to fish up?
I do. I am pretty much dumb.
Okay.
You want to see us out?
Yeah. So that'll be it for today. Thank you all for watching. This has been another episode of Those Aren't Biscuits. If you liked what you watched, please like and subscribe and share. Let your friends know about it. You know, why not? A little message over in the old Twitter or the Facebooks. Just say, hey, check out these guys. It'd be great, right? Good times. And I have been one of your co-hosts, Jonathan Cadotte. And with me, as always, has been Owen Adams. Owen, where can they find you other than here?
Go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Owen Adams. It's good.
Nice. And you can follow me on Twitter, which is at John C. Person.
I just enjoyed that.
You can follow me on Twitter, which is at John C. Person. Or all my stuff that I do on YouTube is right here on this channel. So if you want to hear more of my stuff, follow this channel. It's been a couple weeks, but there will be a new One Person's Take on Thursday. I promise. It's already recorded and ready to go. And yeah, until next time, have a good one.
Bye-bye.